There are a number of special charitable gift issues for churches. We'll cover just 7 of them in this video. Number 1, quid pro quo disclosures. A quid pro quo payment is one made partly as a contribution and partly for goods and services provided to the giver by the church or ministry. A giver may deduct only the amount of the contribution above what the goods or services are worth. The organization is required to provide an acknowledgement for all transactions in which the giver makes a payment of more than $75 to the organization and receives goods or services. Number 2, reporting to the IRS related to charitable gifts. Most gifts don't require any reporting by the church or ministry to the IRS. However, gifts of autos, boats, and airplanes require reporting by the organization to the IRS or the execution of a form that the giver files with the IRS. For gifts to a church of property with claimed or reported value of more than $5,000, a representative of the church or ministry must sign and date page 2 of Form 8283. The signature on behalf of the organization does not represent concurrence with the appraised value of the contributed property. It is the giver's responsibility to file the form with the IRS. If a non-cash gift requiring an appraisal summary on Form 8283 is sold, exchanged, or otherwise disposed of by the church or ministry within 3 years after the date of its contribution, the organization must file Form 8282 with the IRS within 125 days of the disposition of the asset. Churches and ministries are required to provide contemporaneous written acknowledgments, generally using Form 1098C to givers of autos, boats, and airplanes. Number 3, scholarship gifts. To qualify for a charitable gift deduction, gifts must be to or for the use of the church or ministry, and not an individual. If a giver desires to make a tax-deductible gift for scholarships to be awarded by the organization, the giver must not identify the scholarship recipient, even if that individual is unrelated to the giver. The group of individuals that may properly receive scholarship assistance from a church or a ministry is called a charitable class. A charitable class must be large or indefinite enough that providing aid to members of the class benefits the community as a whole. Examples of broad charitable classes may include low-income students or students with specific interests. Number 4, contributions to needy individuals and benevolence funds. Contributions made directly to needy individuals are not deductible. To qualify for a charitable deduction, the gift must be made to a church. Contributions to benevolence funds may be claimed as charitable deductions if they are not restricted for a particular recipient. If a giver only makes a suggestion about the beneficiary of a benevolent contribution, the gift is generally deductible if the church exercises proper control over the benevolence fund. Number 5, contributions to support missionaries. Donations may be received by a church or ministry preferenced for the support of a particular missionary. These gifts generally qualify as a charitable contribution if the organization exercises sufficient discretion and control over the gift. A gift preferenced for the support of a particular missionary will generally be used to support the preferenced missionary. However, the church or ministry, at their discretion, could choose to use the gift to support another missionary. In either case, the gift is restricted for missionary support, either through a missionary sending ministry or to directly support a missionary associated with the organization. And that gift cannot be used for other purposes of the organization. Number 6, contributions for short-term mission trips. It's a common practice for churches and ministries to raise funds to send volunteers on short-term mission trips. The funds are often raised by a participant preferenced for even his or her own trip expenses. If a church exercises control over the project, the contributions, and who participates, gifts preference for a short-term mission trip qualify for tax-deductible gifts. And number 7, receding someone other than the giver. Charitable gift acknowledgments should generally only be issued to the remitter of funds. The remitter is the person or entity named on the check or the individual delivering a cash gift. For example, Sam Smith presents a check payable to the church drawn on his company's corporate checking account, Smith Construction Company. He requests that a charitable gift acknowledgement be made out to him personally. The church does not have a sound basis to comply with the request, and the acknowledgement should identify Smith Construction Company as the donor. Thanks again for watching. We hope this summary is helpful as you navigate these charitable gift issues within your church or ministry.